Hi guys, I'm Sead for Warthog Defense. Welcome to our newest story. In this video we have details about the downing of 3 Russian Su-34 fighters in southern Ukraine with US supplied Patriot air defense systems. Russians are going crazy about it. Let's see what else we got.
Russian servicemen posting on the Gray Zone channel suggest that the takedown of 3 Russian Su-34 bombers might have been friendly fire because it has already happened before. They do not see it as a given, but rather as a possible theory, which is quite funny, to be honest. It's hard to them to admit that they were shot down by a US Patriot system. Moreover, there is a possibility that this was another friendly fire from our air defense, and not from the enemy. Since initially there was information locally that it was the MiG-29 that was highlighting targets for the Ukrainian air defense, who decided to engage in air combat with our flight pair, the Su-34 and the Su-35 covering its work. And the result allegedly was that the enemy MiG-29 was shot down right under Chaplinka, located in our rear, which is almost on the border with Crimea. But now, as it turns out, enemy planes did not fall on our territory, but quite the opposite happened. And this initial confidence of some people on the ground that an enemy plane was shot down may indirectly indicate that unfortunately a fatal mistake occurred on the part of our air defense. This situation is familiar to me. While I was still in this combat zone last summer, before visiting the food corner in the pre-training area, I heard a loud explosion in the sky. Having gone out into the street and met a comrade colonel along the way, he, without waiting for my question, joyfully informed me about the shooting down of enemy aircraft by our air defense forces. Returning back after eating, I met the colonel in exactly the same place, and the emotional coloring of his face was already somewhat different, and the phrase spoken towards me was this: "Fuck, it was our Sushka." However, if this is not friendly fire but really the enemy's Patriot systems, then all this does not make the situation any more pleasant, since strengthening of air defense in the Kherson sector was only a matter of time, in view of the exponentially increasing use of our aviation to carry out airstrikes against enemy targets on the Dnieper coastline. And Tendar writes on Twitter, "The destruction of the 3 Russian Su-34 yesterday brought the Russian air campaign in Kherson to a complete halt. Usually, the Russian Air Forces deploys an average of 80 missiles against Ukrainian positions in Kherson alone. Today, it fell to exactly 0. It cannot be more obvious how brittle the Russian army in reality is. It is a Potemkin army which primarily lives from masses of meat, respectively deterrence, and less from real value on the battlefield. When only one Patriot battery can cause the entire Russian Air Force to completely disappear, then you can imagine what swarms of F-16, AMRAAM, AIM-120D, ATACMS, and Taurus and other weapon systems against Russian air and ground assets will cause once they get unleashed. The Western self-deterrence is absolutely unjustified. Yes, we agree with this." Mill blogger Rybar claimed that a squadron, 12 pieces, of F-16 fighter jets are already in service with the Ukrainian Air Force. The second squadron is scheduled to be delivered in the spring. Merry Christmas, Russians. A Russian soldier is furious with Russian military leadership and doesn't understand what the war is for.
Я просто мобилизованный, нахожусь на Донецком направлении, под Маринкой. И что бы нам хотелось сказать этой власти? Вы посмотрите, какие ублюдки, когда мы там воюем, да, когда мы гнием в окопах, они, сука, носят на жопе 23 миллиона. И они хвалятся этим. Это вообще как понимать? Товарищ Путин, товарищ Шойгу, блядь. Это как понимать?
I'm thinking about Ukraine, of course. Today, in that country attacked by Russia since the beginning of the year 2022, in the frosty winter, the Russian aggression continues, says the French President Emmanuel Macron.
Vous qui savez ce qu'est le rapport de force, vous mesurez ce que l'on ne peut laisser faire. Et vous mesurez combien nous ne pouvons laisser la Russie gagner. Quel serait le lendemain pour nous, Européens? Nous continuerons donc à aider les Ukrainiens. Ce que nous faisons même si cela nous coûte, est déterminant pour notre sécurité future, pour notre rôle en Europe et pour la souveraineté de cette dernière. Et sans faiblir depuis le début, nous avons financé, accompagné, secouru, mais aussi entraîné. Et dans le même temps, c'est l'honneur de la France d'avoir été l'une des premières armées à se déployer sur le front est de l'OTAN, et quelques jours simplement après le début des opérations, aller protéger ce flanc oriental en Roumanie.
And for the end, Kurdish Worker Party launches attack on Turkish forces in northern Iraq, killing 3 Turkish soldiers.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Until tomorrow we will have another new story. Comment, like and subscribe and become our members. Stay strong.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.